What's up guys, it's Christian and today I am reviewing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. In retrospect, the worst thing Capcom did to promote Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was releasing the E3 demo. This completely backfired for a number of reasons. Firstly, as you're probably already aware thanks to the number of popular memes, the character models looked bad. When the demo was released, the only playable part was the story mode, which was grossly underwhelming, and to make matters worse, the demo just didn't give an accurate representation of how the game is supposed to be played. As a huge fan of Marvel 3, I was incredibly disappointed with the demo and was prepared to write the game off completely. That is, until I got my hands on the final build of the game. So what's different about Infinite and why should you care about it? Well, this game focuses on the Infinity Gems from the Marvel universe, hence the name of the game. Each team can choose from one of the 6 Infinity Gems to drastically change their playstyle. Want to pick heavy characters with limited mobility options? Choose the Time Gem. Afraid of losing one of your precious characters? Select the Soul Gem to not only resurrect a dead character, but to also fight alongside them. I had my doubts about the gem system originally, but now that I've spent some time testing it out, I'm happy with the way it changes the game. There are one or two that I think may be underpowered, but the thing with Marvel games is that you can never count anything out. Infinite removes assists from the game altogether and has condensed the action down from 3v3 battles to 2v2. To make up for this, players can now tag out their characters at any point during a combo. This allows you to do a whole manner of things that weren't possible prior to this entry in the series. Most combos can be extended with the help of your second character, allowing you to deal more damage. From what I can tell, the lack of assists, coupled with the welcome addition of new special moves, has made the game feel balanced. It's still very early to come to these types of conclusions, but so far I am impressed with the way most of the characters have been dealt with. Characters that were weak in Marvel 3 have been given additional tools to make them better. One of my biggest concerns with Infinite was its potential lack of content. As a returning Marvel 3 player, I could instantly spot many reused animations in the bulk of the cast. In addition, the fact that the majority of the cast came from the old game and yet so many characters have been left out is also really off-putting. I feel particularly annoyed by this, as most of the characters that Capcom chose to remove were some of my favourites. Of course, it's only a matter of time before Capcom release a season pass featuring all the fan favourites from Marvel 3, complete with their original animations and slightly modified models. While we're on the subject of season passes, it's worth mentioning that this game lacks a fight money system. This seems like a strange move from Capcom considering how this system has been implemented in Street Fighter V. For those that are unaware, in Street Fighter V, players earn fight money by completing objectives and playing games. This in-game currency can be then used to purchase costumes, stages, and even characters if you accumulate enough. We know Capcom has plans for multiple season passes filled with characters. Despite this, Capcom have made it so players that don't want to invest even more real money into the game won't have access to any of the additional content. Going back to one of my initial concerns, the story mode was surprisingly entertaining, though some may be concerned about its length. You can expect the story mode to last around 2 to 3 hours, and that's including the fights. Without the fights, it's about an hour and 40 minutes. I'd say the story felt a bit like watching a Marvel film without the crazy action sequences. The standard for this story probably isn't on the same level as Tekken 7 or Injustice 2, though I personally don't have a problem with that. I'm relieved that it doesn't overstay its welcome and that players won't be forced to play it to unlock characters. However, there is the option to unlock a few stages if you fancy it. If you are only in this game for the single player content, then you may be disappointed. There is an arcade mode which I understand some people are happy about. Aside from that, you've got the mission mode. Similarly to the mission mode in Marvel 3, you get to play through 10 unique challenges that test your execution. These combos are far from optimal, but they give you a rough idea of how you should play the characters. I found a few of these missions to be difficult, so they should give players a decent challenge. I can't speak about the netcode as I don't believe many reviewers have bothered asking about the PC version of the game, but I have to imagine Infinite features similar netcode to Street Fighter V. I don't play much Street Fighter V, but when I have, it's been a positive experience. Everything about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite suggested it was going to be bad. Capcom's decision to change core game mechanics, head in a strange new art direction, and remove the X-Men were enough to turn me completely against this title. However, somehow Capcom have radically changed their formula for the Marvel vs. Capcom games and have managed to create a fantastic final product. Whether you are a returning Marvel player or a new challenger looking for a different game, you'll want to try this game out as soon as possible. And that does it for our Marvel review. Please stay tuned for more Marvel content and obviously content of other games coming real soon. There should be a character guide for Dante coming up by Wednesday at the latest, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.